mapping services. Through closed channels, data is received from military satellites, shooting from drones, images transmitted by scouts in the field. Artificial intelligence is able to identify Russian military equipment in images, tanks, armored vehicles, air defense systems, and MLRS, convoys with fuel and ammunition. Mud, camouflage, snow, and bad weather are no obstacle for Palantir. The system doesn't make mistakes. Palantir sees through obstacles and provides a picture with the help of augmented reality.
What?
Science fiction has seeped into science reality this week, as a robotics company showed off its sniper rifle-equipped Robo-Dog.
Yeah. What? Oh, nah. Nah. There's no way. Oh my God. What? Shit's crazy. Yo. Nah, this is crazy. Not getting
These
shot by him.
robots are designed to kill.
What?
They can fire a machine gun, launch grenades,
No way.
and almost never miss hitting a target. Some are large and intimidating, while others are small but lethal. Let's take a look at these killer machines. Welcome to Explained. Armed robots are no longer just part of science fiction films like The Terminator. They've become part of our reality and are here to stay. In fact, the first armed robots were used in Iraq in 2007. They were modified versions of bomb disposal bots. Except now they were carrying
This is
M249
crazy.
machine guns. Fast forward 15 years, and these robots have gotten smarter and deadlier.
What?
Thanks to companies like Kinetic and General Robotics. Let's look at some of the robots that have been groomed for
This is
battle.
crazy.
Introducing Mars, or Modular Advanced Armed Robotic Systems by Kinetic. This unmanned
What?
ground vehicle is like a tiny, powerful, and combat-ready tank. These bots keep soldiers at a safe distance from enemy fire, signaling threats from several kilometers away.
Oh, God.
It's used in booby-trapped areas and for ambushes, hostage or soldier rescue when it receives coded instructions from its operator.
That's my day camera. That's my thermal camera.
And when it comes to
What?
using force, it either uses non-lethal laser dazzlers, audio deterrents, or less than lethal grenades. Or it can be hardcore and fire its lethal grenade launcher,
Need that.
machine gun, and even start fires.
Yo.
This isn't the only armed robot in Kinetic's fleet.
Oh, nah, they
Use the
fried.
Talon family
They
of
is
robots
fried.
too. These are medium-sized tactical robots. They can be used to plant or dispose IEDs, or even defense and rescue missions. In fact, they've already been used in Iraq and Afghanistan. and in searching for the Boston Marathon bombing suspect.
They skip
One of
right
the
past
latest
Iron
models
Man.
is the Sea Talon. It's extremely rugged and can be used in turbulent waters or on land. And with features like pressure sensors, GPS navigation and night vision, it can be used for security, surveillance, and even mine hunting operations. General Robotics is another developer of light and smart robots.
What? That's what they
Take a
doing?
look at the Pitbull remote-controlled weapon stations.
Oh.
This robot has enhanced artificial intelligence that improves its situational awareness and response rate. Using a target prediction algorithm, it can continuously and autonomously detect and track the predicted positions of threats
No
and
way.
friendly forces.
It's not gonna shoot that.
It's lightweight, but it can mount 7.62mm or 12.7mm machine guns and a 40mm automatic
Oh.
grenade launcher. And once it's given the command to shoot, it's known to take a perfect shot.
It was crazy.
But you don't have to be as large as the Pitbull to be deadly. Meet Doggo. It's small, weighs 10 kilograms, and can fit in a rucksack. But don't be fooled by its size. This tactical combat robot can climb stairs. Has 8 color video cameras and is armed with a 9mm Glock pistol.
Yo.
Doggo acts as a watchdog for soldiers in the field and can eliminate threats without any collateral damage. And besides its anti-terror and close
Oh.
combat applications, its two-way audio feature can be used for negotiations or hostage rescue as well.
Uh-huh.
Another participant in the killer bot race is Ghost Robotics, and they're known for
Ghost.
developing dog-like military robots. The Vision 60 is one of them. This mid-size QUGV weighs 51 kilograms and has a top running speed
Nah.
of 3 meters per second.
3 meters per second?
It has high endurance and is operational in all kinds of weather and
What?
ground
Ice?
Ghost Robotics recently partnered with Sword International to create a rifle-carrying, semi-autonomous robotic dog called Spur, or Special Purpose Unmanned Rifle System. Basically,
Spurs?
they took a 6.5mm Creedmoor rifle from Sword and designed it for the Vision 60's back to create this crazy-looking sniper dog. While it hasn't been used in combat yet, it's safe to say you'd be well protected by it. Kinetic, General Robotics, and Ghost Robotics aren't the only ones creating armed robots.
What?
There are
Terminator?
other players in the market creating bots for the military in all shapes and sizes. Like Mutt, a semi-autonomous robot by General Dynamics,
What the mutts?
which can be driven anywhere. And when it comes to firepower, this thing can be fixed with weapons like the M240B and the M2 machine guns, and even automatic grenade launchers. But armed robots aren't just used by the military anymore. Many
No?
law enforcement agencies are introducing them on the police force as well.
Police
So
robots?
far, they've been bots that only disarm bombs. But a few years ago, the Dallas Police Department used a bot to deliver an explosive device to kill a shooting suspect in a garage.
Dallas police say they used a bomb robot to take out Micah Johnson because they had no other choice.
Negotiations broke down.
What?
Exchange of gunfire with the suspect. We saw no other option.
Federal law enforcement sources believe
They
it's
kill him with a
a small
bot?
explosive typically used by SWAT teams to breach or blow open a door. It's a tactic used very rarely by the military and likely for the first time by U.S. law enforcement.
Most recently, the San Francisco Police
Yo,
Department started
what?
to use
They sent
potentially
the bot
deadly
in there?
robots in extreme situations. And although they've assured
Oh
the
my
public that
goodness.
these robots will only be used under supervision, it has sparked a lot of debate. Robots have proven their worth by keeping soldiers and police officers safe, but they have malfunctioned
This is
in the
crazy.
past.
What?
In the early years, the Sword's
No
robots
way.
were passed, worth by keeping soldiers and police officers safe, but they have malfunctioned in the past.
What?
In the early years, the The Swords robots had a tendency to spin out of control from time to time.
Spin out of
And something like
control?
that could be deadly in real life. There were also cases where radio-controlled robots lagged by as much as 8 seconds, which could be costly in battle. Even though armed robots have evolved and become considerably more advanced since then, people still have concerns. They could be misused in the wrong hands, hacked and taken over, and if they're made more fully autonomous, there's no telling what kind of consequences that could have.
It's crazy.
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes.
What did you say?
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes.
Bruh. Bruh. We're really in the future right now. We made it to the future.
That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents.
Allowing machines to
What?
Penetrate the that
What?
that little bang is enough to penetrate
That little
the skull
bang?
and destroy the contents.
allowing machines to choose to kill humans will be devastating to our security and freedom.
What are your thoughts on killer robots? Tell us about them in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe
Oh
to
no. Oh no.
Explained.
Oh no. Let's see. Attack drones. This is fucking crazy. Let's see. It's a Tesla bot. I don't know if you guys saw this. What? Oh, I need one of these. I think I need one for the crib. So let me see. Ghost robotics. See what they're doing. Alright. I don't know what that is. Boston Dynamics. Spot levels up. What? He's had him on a train? What's he doing on a train? Bro, open the door? Oh, nah, yeah, we're fucked. Yeah, we're done.
Hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in to today's Spot product announcement. The past few years have been transformative for so many technologies. We're seeing rapid advancements in AI, automation, data management, and a growing need for better data collection to power those tools. And these shifts are driving a huge need for leaders to prepare their businesses for the next generation of technology that helps solve industry challenges in new and exciting ways. Many of the world's leading companies are looking to robots to augment their workforce. And Spot is the world leader in the emerging mobile robotics market. With more than 1,000 robots in over 35 countries, no other robot has been deployed more often to tackle some of the industry's toughest, most dangerous tasks. Spot handles tasks that are difficult or dangerous for people. Spot spends hours and hours each week walking factory floors, checking gauges and machinery, exposes itself to high radiation and nuclear facilities, goes offshore, and much more, so people like you don't have to. Every single day, our robots are being deployed at job sites all over the world, and it's making a big difference in industries like manufacturing, construction, power and utilities, mining, oil and gas, and even in the classroom.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're helping inspire the next generation of
We'll
young
take our jobs.
But we want Spot to do even more. And today we're excited to announce a brand new set of features and hardware. We've put together major software updates to make industrial tasks like thermal inspection, acoustic imaging, and gauge reading easier. We've added a ton of new features to our Scout software so you can quickly plan and edit missions remotely and get better visibility into your site. We've introduced new visual and audio features that help the robot signal its intentions, which will improve safety on busy job sites with lots of people. And we've added an exciting new manipulation capability that will open the door to more autonomous missions. To kick things off, I'm going to turn it over to Mary Frayne, our product manager for industrial inspection, to tell you more about our latest software.
Thanks, Robert. As we have seen in the last few years, a major part of technology adoption is ease of use. We want any customer to be able to buy a robot and have it working on site in just a few hours. Most importantly, we want you to start generating value in that first week of deployment. Now, Spot is a dynamic sensor, meaning it can walk around your facility and carry out multiple types of inspections. So consequently, it has to be very adaptable and support a variety of sensor integrations. Today, we are releasing a software update that makes visual, thermal, and acoustic inspections easier than ever. So let's start at the beginning. You have a facility with equipment that needs to be inspected as often as possible. If there is a compressed air leak in your manufacturing line or an unplanned outage at your plant, you could be losing thousands to millions of dollars a day. And our customers, like Global Foundries, BP, National Grid, they want to be running at peak efficiency, catching those costly equipment failures early. And they want their people to be focused on high-value tasks. They don't want them to spend all their time doing rounds of the facility and checking on old equipment. So to remedy this, our customers are turning to Spot. Our full inspection kit includes a thermal camera to detect those motor and machine failures early, an acoustic imager to find compressed air leaks, our enhanced autonomy payload, the Spot EAP2, and finally, our remote inspection software, Scout. Now, Spot has been able to capture important data about your site for years. That part isn't new. But what is new is that we're now offering 3 different types of inspections built into the platform. And we've updated our inspection configuration workflows to...
haven't talked about yet is the hardware that's going to take it to the next level. It's really important to us that Spot behaves in a way that people expect and understand.
Spot?
And to do that, we've redesigned the robot to include an audio and visual signaling system. We've also added an emergency stop button on the robot for increased safety. The new audiovisual system comes fully embedded into the robot and consists of 5 safety lights located around the robot's body, a safety buzzer, and a speaker. This new system works together to provide enhanced safety and awareness for people working near the robot in industrial settings. In order to make sure people near the robot know what to expect, the system comes pre-configured with light patterns and tones that will alert workers that Spot is performing actions in the area. There are a few light patterns to be aware of. When Spot is operating as intended during normal mission activities, it will project a green colored blinking pattern. When people should pay attention and exercise caution around the robot, it will automatically switch to an amber colored blink pattern. For example, when the robot is going up or downstairs or moving through an intersection or crosswalk inside a facility. The robot will also flash white lights as it conducts inspection actions around your facility. Spot's new light signaling
fucking
capability
killer
is paired with
robots.
a buzzer to further announce the robot's intentions. For example, as the robot is coming around a blind spot. All these features can be turned on or off and adjusted to fit your facility's needs and staff's preferences. Anytime a Spot EAP, such as people or forklifts on your distance, an exercising stop button or e-stop pressed, Spot will drop to the ground and flash red lights. I'll have in this release
them completely.
At a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab.
What?
And they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. I didn't know there was any other kind. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots, took apart the 3rd. But the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before. And this next sentence, this is a quote. I'm writing this down. I've been doing this for years. This is serious, Linda, but you're never going to hear about this in the news.
A lot of viewers were skeptical, while others did not rule out the possibility of this actually happening. So I found this clip from an interview she did after the fact, where she explains in detail how she...
What?
She got this information, and who was the whistleblower that actually conveyed this news to her in the first place. In the clip I'm about to show you, she also talks about how Elon Musk knew about these kinds of experiments.
Elon Musk?
He warned the world before this incident even happened.
It made Elon Musk only 2 months before, in June, at the Rhode Island Governors Association meeting. There were 33 governors from the United States, and Elon Musk was one of the invited speakers. And when they sat him down in a chair, and they started asking him his perspective as being head of Tesla and SpaceX, he said, I think that the greatest problem that scares me the most is artificial intelligence. And he said statements like, people don't understand that the robots, they're not going to need sleep, they're not going to need sick days. They're going to be able to do everything better, faster, more efficiently, and smarter than humans. And then he went on and he said, I am convinced that artificial intelligence right now is an existential threat to this planet.
The meeting she mentioned in the clip was the National Governors Association,
Crazy.
or the NGA, where the governors of 55 states meet twice a year to discuss issues of national and state importance and to develop policy initiatives that address the most pressing issues facing the states. The meeting also provides an opportunity for governors to meet with representatives from the federal government and the private sector. In 2017, Elon Musk attended the NGA meeting and had an hour-long interview where he expressed his opinion on several subjects, including artificial intelligence.
On the artificial intelligence front, I have exposure to the very most cutting edge of AI, and I think people should be really concerned about it. I keep sounding the alarm bell, but until people see like robots going down the street throwing people, like they don't know how to react, because it seems so ethereal. I think we should be really concerned about AI, and I think we should. AI is a rare case where I think we need to be proactive in regulation instead of reactive, because I think by the time we're reactive in AI regulation, it's too late. And normally the way regulations are set up is that a whole bunch of bad things happen. There's public outcry. And then after many years, the regulatory agency is set up to regulate that industry. There's a bunch of opposition from companies who don't like being told what to do by regulators. Anyway, it takes forever. That in the past has been bad, but not something which represented a fundamental risk to the existence of civilization. AI is a fundamental risk to the existence of human civilization.
Directed energy weapons like high-energy lasers could be a game changer in future wars.
Laser weapon systems are earning their way onto the battlefield.
Laser weapon?
The competition between the United States and China, as well as the innovation that comes from the private sector, is driving the charging advancement of military technology. Drones, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, lasers and robotics will all become increasingly common. The Department of Defense allocated a record will all become increasingly common. The Department of Defense allocated a record $130.1 billion for research and development in its fiscal year 2023 budget. While keeping a close eye on the Ukraine conflict and other global tensions, the military is increasingly focused on technological solutions that could potentially give the US an advantage in the conflict. However, the US Navy recently admitted to having advanced and lethal technology that will send shivers down your spine. What exactly is this technology, and how will it be used by the US Navy? Join us in today's video as we unravel the United States Navy's most recent and complex invention. In the 1951 science fiction film The Day the Earth Stood Still, powerful ray guns are shown vaporizing rifles and even tanks. Lightsabers and massive spaceship-mounted laser cannons are just two examples of the many types of directed energy weapons depicted in the Star Wars movies. These types of weapons, known as directed energy weapons, are now becoming a reality. DE weapons can take the form of high-energy lasers, high-powered radio frequency or microwave devices, charged or neutral particle beam weapons, and other similar technologies. Lasers and microwaves are both components of the electromagnetic spectrum, which also includes light energy and radio waves. The wavelength and frequency of the energy is what differentiates the two of them from one another. In spite of the fact that they are both part of the electromagnetic spectrum, laser weapons and microwave weapons function in very different ways and produce very different effects. Think of the difference between a laser pointer and a flashlight. The laser light is coherent in a single color, whereas the flashlight emits broad spectrum light. Laser light, due to its coherence, can remain concentrated for very long distances, even thousands of miles into space. But with laser weapons, instead of thinking in terms of a laser pointer, the mental image should be more like a powerful long-range blowtorch. Lasers are classified as either gas, solid state, or a hybrid of the two. The lasers on the current path to weaponization include solid-state combined fiber and crystal slab, as well as hybrid lasers. Fiber lasers are lasers in which the active medium is an optical fiber doped with rare elements, most commonly erbium. Slab lasers are a type of high-power solid-state laser in which the laser crystal is in the shape of a slab. For even greater power and efficiency, hybrid lasers, such as a diode-pumped alkali laser, combine trace gas with semiconductor diode arrays. The destructive power, lethality of directed energy weapons is determined by the amount of energy transferred to the target over time. This concentrated energy has the potential to have effects ranging from non-lethal to lethal. Lasers, for example, can cut through steel, aluminium, and a variety of other materials in a matter of seconds. They can be very effective at causing pressurized vessels, such as missile propellant and oxidizer tanks, to explode. They have the ability to destroy, degrade, or blind many other systems with sensors and electronics. The lethality of high-energy lasers is determined by the laser's power output, the purity and concentration of the light, beam quality, the target range, the ability to keep the laser on the target aim point, jitter control and tracking, and the atmospheric environment through which the laser travels to the target. However, for the first time, this technology was successfully implemented in 2020. The US Navy used a directed energy weapon, in this case a laser, to successfully stop an anti-aircraft while it was in flight. The Navy later issued a statement describing the laser as efficient and effective in defending against enemy drones.
Alright, let's see this.
The world is preparing for a war that may have already begun. Since the USS Zumwalt, USS Michael Mansour, and USS Lyndon B. Johnson are the three students of the U.S. becoming the first ships ever to wield both laser weapons and hypersonic missiles. Laser weapons and hypersonic missiles are currently two of the most formidable weapons today. They're simply not interceptable, and they're autonomous enough to get the job done with a high success rate. To exploit the capabilities of these invincible weapons, Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Gilday has announced the Navy's plans to purchase 8 hypersonic conventional prompt strike missiles, or CPS missiles, that will be fielded on board Zumwalt-class destroyers and Virginia-class submarines. The fiscal 2024 budget would call for $341 million to buy the hypersonic rounds and another $901.1 million for research and development. Ultimately, the service wants to spend $3.6 billion over the next 5 years to purchase 64 of the missiles. Lockheed Martin has already received a $2 billion contract from the Navy to deliver the missiles. Admiral Gilday also wants to install lasers on the Zumwalt-class destroyers. The Navy has deployed several laser weapons at sea, including the AN/SEQ-3 laser on the USS Ponce in 2014, the new Mk2 Mod 0 Laser Weapon System Demonstrator, LWSD, on the amphibious landing dock USS Portland, the high-energy laser with integrated optical dazzler and surveillance, Helios, and the optical dazzling interdictor, Navy Odin. The successes with these laser weapons are proof that the Navy is closer than ever to fielding operational laser weapons. The Zumwalt class would likely be one of the first vessels to wield them. The Zumwalt-class destroyers from the U.S. and an arsenal ship from South Korea. These would be two of the most decisive vessels in any war involving their home nations. Slated to be armed with enough ammunition to level entire cities, the only thing that could...
I gotta find this.
언제 터질지 모르거나 힘들고 어려울 때 우리는 지뢰밭이라는
환경과의 미래 전력이라고 언급됐던 최첨단 장비에 직접 폭발을 하는 참여형 교육으로 진행되고 최첨단 미래 기술이 적용한 시연이 소개됐기 때문입니다. 일단 일부에서는 현존전력에 대한 위력 시범이 실시됐습니다. 교육생들은 M14 대응 지뢰, 원격 운영 통제탄, K442 대전차 지뢰를 직접 기폭시키고 이들의 살상 방향과 파괴력을 직접 확인했습니다.
It was the streak seen across the sky, now seen around the world. This says our 8 News Now investigators confirm Metro actually set up cameras at this home where a family called 911 claiming to see aliens in their backyard. And tonight, a fierce debate is underway about the legitimacy of an alleged UFO crash. Good evening, I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Our 8 News Now investigators were in their back.
The look at the body cam on the night of April 30th was real. The American Meteor Society says witnesses reported seeing it all across the West, from northeastern Utah to Southern California. Another Las Vegas resident sent us a video of the same object recorded on her home camera.
Investigation by Nexstar station KLAS.
As the story of the Las Vegas incident spread across newscasts and social media, one of NASA's planetary defense officers weighed in to say it was likely a small
NASA's planetary defense officer Lindsey Johnson tells Motherboard that a green fireball was observed last month.
by 8 News Now indicate Metro officers were among the witnesses. The appearance of the meteor seemingly triggered the events that followed. The White family called 911 and told police they had 10-foot-tall alien beings in their backyard. Officers responded to the home minutes later, interviewed the witnesses, canvassed the area, and cautiously inspected the backyard to look for intruders. One thing noticed by the officers was a circle in the soil. In conversations with us and in a podcast interview, Angel, the main witness, suggested the circle might have been created when an unknown object landed in the yard. Social media sleuths have since pointed out that the circular object landed in the yard. Social media sleuths have since pointed out that the unknown object landed in the yard. Social media sleuths have since pointed out that
No way.
the circular image has been viewable via Google Earth for more than a year. The family told us by phone they had seen suspicious vehicles with men in black types checking out their home. Turns out there is substance to that. A retired police officer fessed up on News Nation that he spent days staking out the house to see what, if anything, unfolded. What about those reports that Metro installed a special surveillance camera atop the house, presumably to watch for intruders, human or otherwise, or overzealous media? Turns out that's true as well. Metro confirmed as much in a statement to 8 News Now's David Charms. The system stayed on the roof for days. What about the Ring camera video with the weird noise? The main witness, Angel, intimated to us the video was recorded by one of his neighbors, and the audio was from the April 30th UFO crash. It wasn't. The security camera video was recorded in mid-April, according to the man who first posted the clip. He doesn't want his name used, but says the recording was from a fireball that passed over his home in the southwestern part of the valley 2 weeks prior to the alleged alien encounter. The family declined to be interviewed by us, but members have spoken elsewhere and stick to their claims of seeing aliens in the backyard. Dozens of people on social media have analyzed and dissected the images with various claims of aliens spotted in the shadows. Police do not believe this was a hoax call, which could be a crime if done intentionally. In the fervid swamp known as UFO world, our coverage of the story was itself seen as a dastardly plot to distract attention away from a prominent whistleblower named David Grush, who stepped forward around the same time. Grush unveiled his explosive on-camera account on News Nation, which is owned by the parent company of KLAS. In spite of the local news story, Grush's story was reported by news media all over the world. Curses boiled again.
I mean, so what do you make of this whistleblower, David Grush?
He first reached out to me about a year ago. We've been in contact ever since. He's the real deal. I mean, he had a distinguished career in the Air Force. Then he went to work for a three-letter agency you probably haven't heard of, the NGA, which basically tracks everything. In space, in the air, in the ocean, under the ocean, on land, they keep tracks of everything. He has the highest security clearances in our government, and in that capacity, he interacted with something like 2,000 SAP, Special Access Programs, and he learned along the way that we're reverse engineering crash flying saucers, and he's been telling that to Congress under oath behind closed doors, and I think they'll probably bring him back, so it's a pretty intriguing story.
Grush sat down with investigative journalist Ross Polkhart, who is reporting for News Nation on the bombshell whistleblower complaint filed with Congress and the Intelligence Community Inspector General. According to the complaint, in July 2021, Mr. Grush confidentially provided UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena related classified information to the Department of Defense Inspector General. At that time, Mr. Grush communicated classified information about the improper withholding and or concealment of classified material from the U.S. Congress by certain IC elements. News Nation has confirmed Grush's credentials, but he says he can't show us the proof of the alien craft for national security reasons. In a somewhat frightening revelation, Grush claims the non-human species may not be friendly.
I've been told that there have been attempts to bring down craft, that we've acted offensively against non-human craft.
There have been instances, and there are certain techniques.
Have human beings been hurt or killed by a non-human intelligence?
While I can't get into the specifics because that would reveal certain U.S. classified operations, I was briefed by a few individuals on the program that there were malevolent events like that.
How you a whistleblower and you can't talk about it?
Shared this letter with us from the Department of Defense, giving him permission to do the interview with News Nation. It says the interview questions are approved for public release. However, this approval does not include any photograph, picture, exhibit, caption, or other supplemental material not specifically approved by this office. Our concurrence for release does not imply DoD endorsement or factual accuracy of the material. Grush says the United States is not the only country that has encountered non-human intelligence. He says our geopolitical rivals have their own crash retrieval programs.
We're in a competition with their adversaries to understand this, and it's a multi-decade Cold War that has been under our nose for so long. And,
Cold War?
There's no good way to level the playing field and hold other nation states accountable if they're doing unethical or illicit activity as it relates to this subject. And I think the obtuse secrecy is actually putting us in a very dangerous position where a country might make a breakthrough. Let's say it's an adversary of ours, and it is so destabilizing.
The secrecy is the main reason Grush says he's coming forward. He's concerned Congress is being kept in the dark, but it's a matter of national security.
This is not a question I had on my bingo card last week. It is not my sweet spot. Although I am a defense appropriator, I am part of classified briefings. This is nothing that has come up.
I saw the report. It sounds fascinating, but if there's anything there, we got to investigate. Just like we would investigate a foreign country that has a balloon over our sky.
And again, Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, says they do intend to have hearings on UFOs, and we just learned the committee confirming that they are in the preliminary stages of getting those hearings together. And regardless of whether you believe David Grush, this really is an emerging area. Congress has been looking into this in the past, and clearly based on what we've seen today, they're taking this seriously. They want to look into it.
So the Department of Defense gave David Grush permission to talk about this? Did they know what he was going to say?
They did, and we have that letter, which is interesting. When you're at the level he was at, you have that kind of classified information. He was concerned, obviously, breaking the law and come out and talk about things. So he told them what he intended to talk about, and they essentially gave him permission in that letter, as you heard, only saying not to share specific photos or any sort of visual aids. But they also said in that letter, we're also not saying that what you're saying is true either.
Right. It was.
Which is important.
Right. And yet still I keep coming back to the point, over and over he says, I was briefed on these non-human aircraft. I was briefed on attacks of some kind between our pilots or our defense and these non-human aircraft. He never saw this firsthand. Isn't this all secondhand information? Like, somebody told me?
It is essentially, and I'm glad you're bringing that up again. I mean, we can confirm his credentials. Very, very high-level U.S. intelligence officer, Air Force veteran on the task force that investigates UFOs. But he was not in this specific program. He didn't see the craft for himself. These are all accounts based on people who he spoke to.
Okay. Brian Unton, thanks so much for your reporting tonight.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
It's fucking crazy, man. Alright. Oh man.
You have to believe us.
Missiles sighted in Queens. Closing in now.
Cover the door. The beast could be anywhere.
You have no idea. This whole lizard hunt ends now! Leave Connors alone! Craven wants to hunt? I'll give him what Gonna wish he never came to New York.
I'm on it. Sounds like Craven's checking off his. We don't have much time.
What?
Guess we'll chat later.
Brooklyn?
Genki, the lizard's loose at the fish market. Must be sushi night. You still got that hunter drone you hijacked? It'd be really tough hiding it from my mom, but
Harlem?
yeah, I'll boot up and see you there.
Bro just flew?
They got here fast. Can't let him find Connors. He's done for.
Look at those fish. It's been clean.
Affected by the 3 tons of dead fish. Not well. Right. Where are you, Connors? Garage might lead to him.
What? No way. These graphics? What?
Get behind me. It's just his skin. Doesn't that mean he's getting bigger? Hungrier too. Hey man, new threats? The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors? Yeah. Genki's tracking him. Hey, Mr. Parker. Mr. Spider-Man, I mean. But the date isn't complete. Okay, I think I got a lock. Genki, wait, be chill. That wasn't me. Me neither. I don't even have a stomach, so... Let's go! Go, go, go! Take him alive! Can't lose Connors. Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help. We won't. You take the drones, I got the jet skis.
No way. What?
This is really, really exciting. Keep it tight, man. Watch out for those drones. Don't worry. They think I'm a friendly.
What?
Take him out.
game is fire.
I warned you about going after Connors. Now this is on you. Poison clouds. That all you got?
Almost done here. Civilians are all safe. How you looking?
This gunship won't quit.
I'm right behind you. We'll take it down together.
No time.
What?
I got you. Time to go boom, boys.
No. Spider-Man has got defenses. Spider-Man, hang on.
What? That's crazy. What? Oh yeah. No, I need this game.
He got away from us. It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far. No. He's mine.
What?
You sure? He's got big teeth. So do I. He's not normally like that, right? No. He's never like that.
Yo, this new Spider-Man's crazy, bro.
Game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the symbiote suit.
With Miles Morales in it. This game is definitely a big flex. Why they had mad new games dropping? Tomorrow they got some new game schedule. I gotta check out. Guilty Gear. The new Final Fantasy's turn. What you about to? You want this? Yo. Y'all muted the mic. Let's see what else they got. This game is crazy. Sonic Superstars. What? No fucking way. Oh, nah. Yeah. I need this. This game right now. Oh man. What's that? It's fire. That's fire.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes? You finished scraping the gum off that lounge or what?
What?
You always land on your feet. Oh, Jaime.
They don't get how much.
Jenny? Go and hand it to my wife, but do not open it.
You went in to get us shots, and all you brought back was a hamburger.
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
How did you get it to do that?
I think he likes me.
Yo. What?
Herman.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you
Oh.
want. This ain't what you want. What the?
Your whole post acquired.
Who said that? Okay, it's gonna be okay.
No way.
Free entry systems ready.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What is going on? I just want to
It's called this Heresy. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you
No
want.
way.
Sometimes it doesn't.
I think I cut a bus in half.
The scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
That love you feel for your family makes you.
I gotta watch this movie.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Whatever he imagines.
Nice choice.
It's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
Nauseous. Wow. Just wow. Mortal Kombat 2.
Earthrealm will fall. I told you, Raiden. For us, death is just another portal. And we're almost ready.
Our enemies have claimed Nine straight victories. One more victory. And Outworld will gain control over Earth. Forever.
Only a matter of time.
Shamsu will enslave the entire human race.
You're too late, Raiden.
What happens next? We cannot let our guard down.
Now we shall end this prophecy once and for all.
Two.
Hello people, welcome to Screen Culture. Are you ready for that? I'm here because of you. An error. A time bomb.
Oh no.
That will collide the whole multiverse.
This power was given to me for a reason.
There is not one reason, just a mistake.
Uncle Aaron.
Go.
Fake trailers, man.
Welcome home, honey.
Do you read now?
What is this?
It's classified.
Come with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You weren't invited.
Bad behavior. Nothing can stop me, I can't get enough. Playing with dangerous bad behavior. Bad behavior. They call it bad behavior.
Hey, why are you here?
I got this situation where I need your help.
I need bad friends.
Was that the new guy?
Is that Sniper?
Don't worry about it. I got a prescription scope.
Oh, guys, remember this face. Don't shoot it by accident.
Terrorists have taken possession of nuclear missiles on a cargo ship off the coast. If these babies go off, it'll be World War III. You choose this life over friends, over family.
It's time to get loud.
Let's fly, baby! Come on, three!
questions.
Mission Impossible 7? Oh,